And before that, all the day's action in Match of the Day.
Hello and welcome here to the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup, and I am Gary Lineker as we have two major matches here on Match of the Day on BBC for the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup to find out who'll join into the quarter-final stages of this competition. And Alan, a very big game first we have here as Derby County from League One will take on Premier League side who are the league leaders of the Premier League, Manchester United. Any thoughts in this matchup between the two teams? It's going to be a very interesting game. I think that Man United will probably be definitely the favourites to go and win against Derby County here at the Pride Park Stadium. But at the same time, you know, Derby did quite well by knocking out Blackburn Rovers out of the FA Cup in the 4th round. So it is a very, let's say, it'll be an interesting game still, because Derby County are a top team back in the day when Derby were the best team in the First Division in the 70s. They actually won the First Division trophy once in their history in the 1974 season. And I know Derby County had their differences, of course, in the Premier League. You know, being mid-table during the 90s. In the 2000s, they were relegated with, you know, the record lowest points ever in a Premier League season with 11 points. And since then, Derby have not been a Premier League team ever since. And they're in the League One. And it's sad to see them in that position in the 3rd tier of British football. But they have got aims to try and get back into the Championship as they're currently in a promotion race to try and get back into it. And hopefully this might pay off maybe an FA Cup run to the quarter-finals for Derby. As for Manchester United, I think we all probably know that they're going to be the favourites. But the FA Cup's a magical game and you cannot underestimate the FA Cup because anyone could beat anyone on their day. Thank you very much there, Alan. And now we get straight to the game here between Derby County versus Manchester United at Pride Park. And we are here at Pride Park, Derby County versus Manchester United. And one more game to go until the international break returns for next week. And Man United did quite well. They did obviously during the week by obviously heading through against Sporting Lisbon on 2-0 on aggregate into the last 8 of the UEFA Europa League against Tottenham for next month. But as of right here, right now, they are here in the FA Cup 5th round and they've got a big game to play here over Derby County here for tonight. And this will be a massive chance hopefully here for Man United to get the win and get to that last 8 of the quarter-finals. One of the favourites potentially so to probably win the whole entire FA Cup competition. They are one of the favourite teams to do so. And they've got Ronaldo also playing here for the United team. And as for Derby County, however, for them, they are a team who are currently in League One at the moment. And the team have been a Premier League club in the past, but a team that obviously were the worst, obviously lower points ever in a Premier League history, with 11 points way back in 2008. And since then, they have not returned back to the Premier League. And they've really more been a Championship side and now a League One side now. And things are not looking up for Derby whatsoever. But they are in a playoff position currently as we speak in League One. And they are strong hopes for Derby County. They can get promoted back to the Championship where they belong after being relegated from last season. But at least they've got a good cup run though into the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. And may surprise United here on this matchup here for tonight. And here we go. Kick-off's underway and Man United kick things off here at Pride Park in Derby. And Marcus Rashford here, good start for him in the game. And now Nelson on the ball here for Derby. Now Adams. Now all the way to Honeyman now. Honeyman, nice turn there from Honeyman here for for Derby here. Goal maybe chance here for, obviously, for Adams there to score by. It's going to be a goal kick here for Manchester United. Now here's Luke Shaw. Now Luke Shaw now finds a pass there to Marcus Rashford. Rashford's on the attack here now for Manchester United. Nice little cut through play. Here's to Bruno Fernandes. Could be a goal maybe, but good defending right there from Derby. And now here's to Marquinhos, now to Kessie. Kessie now to Bruno Fernandes. A goal for Bruno Fernandes. And straight within 12 minutes in the game, Man United do take the lead here at Pride Park. And I think they're likely so now. They're going to be heading through into the last 8 of the Emirates FA Cup in April. And a big goal right there. Well, probably not expected for Derby to try and survive this matchup here for tonight. Anything could happen in the FA Cup, but United show their Premier League quality here at Pride Park as they're leading here by 1-0 by a goal from Bruno Fernandes in the matchup. And now here's Adams. Really pushing through here now is to Slur. Now Casemiro. Now Casemiro pushing forward here now. Now is Horahan now for Derby. Now Horahan now to Black Hat Taylor. And now Dalot now to Slur. Now Casemiro. And now here's all the way to Garnacho. No. Clearance all the way now into the head there. Now all the way to Ronaldo. Now Cristiano Ronaldo on the attack here now for Manchester United. He's going through for a chance for a score here. Ronaldo, and he scores! What a good hit from Cristiano Ronaldo, and he hits a Sue celebration in front of the Derby County fans here for tonight. Another goal there for Cristiano Ronaldo, but for United, however, though, another goal, but 1 goal for Ronaldo in the game as the 2 Portuguese players scored past Derby here of Bruno Fernandes and also Cristiano Ronaldo himself. And Ronaldo really ran through everyone of the Derby defence and he hits it in that bottom corner, and now United are 2 goals up here at Pride Park. And now here's to Bruno Fernandes. Good tackle there from Derby. Now here's Bird now to Adams. Now all the way to a pass to no, he doesn't now. Here's to Shaw. And now here's Marcus Rashford. And now here's Bruno Fernandes. Now all the way to Ronaldo. Good defending there from Derby. And now Bird. Now Bird now to Adams. Good defending right there from Schlur. And now Adams won the ball back nicely and hold it nicely there, Derby here. Now is Honeyman. And now Marquinhos won the ball back here for Manchester United. Now here's to Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Ronaldo's through. Ronaldo on the attack here. And now good defending there from Derby. And now here's Bird. Bird now to Horahan. Now it is to Adams. And not long left now till half time to go here between Derby and Manchester United. Now Navas won the ball here, and it's going to be all over for the first half of the match up here. And United were pure dominant, they were throughout that first half of the game, as the 2 Portuguese players scored 2 past Derby County here for tonight, as it ends here Derby County 0, Manchester United 2. And we are here back for the second half, and here we go for the Emirates FA Cup, as Manchester United do take the lead in the first half from 2 goals from Ronaldo and 1 for Bruno Fernandes in the matchup. And it looks like United really creating some very good football, by the way, in terms of at the moment they've been really doing as we speak. Now here's Bird on the attack here now for Derby County. Now here's to Blacklat Taylor. Now Blacklet Taylor now on the attack here for Derby. Could be a chance for Derby to try and get back in the game, but good handers right there for the goalkeeper Keylor Navas. And now Marcus Rashford now to Kessie. Kessie now to Cristiano Ronaldo on the attack here now for Manchester United. Might get another goal here past Derby here, but Horahan won the ball back here. Conor Horahan for Derby County. Now to Cooper. And now Cooper there past there nicely back there to Horahan here now for Derby. And now Derby now is Adams. Now back to Horahan. Horahan has a chance here to score, but good defending. Oh, Horahan there won the ball back again over Kessie and had a shot. Now corner here for Derby. Corner kick here for Derby County in the matchup. Head away, could have been Kessie trying to clear it away as danger slur. And United are really showing their pure dominance so far this game. I know maybe a little bit slower in the second half, but those 2 goals really gives them real massive chances now that they got the job over the line anyway. So, well, Derby County is showing a little bit of fight though. We've got to give them a little bit of credit. But I know that for them, they're aiming to try and get back into the Championship. They're currently in League 1 in the playoff position as we speak. And they want to be up there, hopefully, by next season after being relegated from last campaign. But here's Ronaldo now. Could have been. And now here's to Nelson. Clears it away here for Derby. Now back to Casemiro here now for Manchester United. Now Garnacho. And now Derby there won the ball back here nicely here. Nelson clears the ball away from danger here now for Derby County. And we've got another 20 minutes left to go of the game to go here now. Marcus Rashford. And now Nelson here. Here's to Adams. And now his Bird. And now is Honeyman. Honeyman's through. Could be a chance here for Derby. The score maybe here. Now George Honeyman has a shot, but saved right there from the keeper. And now it looks like Paulinho is going to come on, by the way, for Manchester United as Casemiro comes off for United. And, chance for Derby there to score. Another save right there from the keeper. And now Alex Telles comes on, by the way, for Manchester United. And now another chance here for Derby here in the game. And now could be a chance here, and all the way to the keeper there, to the hands of Keylor Navas. And now, a nice attack here now from Bruno Fernandes. Now, here's Honeyman, won the ball back here. We've got 10 more minutes to go left of the game to go. And now here's Mendes Lang. Cut through, has a shot, and it's going to be now a goal kick here in the matchup for Manchester United here. Now, Keylor Navas will take it. And now, all the way to Ronaldo. Now, Ronaldo now to Garnacho. Garnacho to Ronaldo. Now, Ronaldo's through. Could be a chance for Ronaldo. One step over, the second step over again. Ronaldo. Here's Garnacho again. Has a chance to score. Keeper there. Nice save there from him. And we are nearly over, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in the FA Cup. United will definitely head through to the quarter-finals. Could Derby score 2 late goals? Probably not likely so. But now here's Ward. Now here's the Bird. We've got 3 more minutes left of stoppage time remaining. 3 more minutes to go. And now here's a chance in the box of a Derby. Clearance away here for Manchester United. And here's Garnacho. Nice little turn. And the whistle blows here for full time here at the Pride Park Stadium here in Derby. As Manchester United do go through into the quarter-finals of the Emirates FA Cup. As it ends here at Pride Park. As Derby County 0, Manchester United 2, and 2 goals from the 2 Portuguese players here for tonight's game here on BBC. 2-0 as it ends here for Manchester United. A very big win right there for Manchester United. They're guaranteed a win to qualify now through into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. Expected, realistically, United will go through past Derby. But how do you feel how United played throughout the matchup here for this evening? United really, let's say, made it easy for themselves in the game. Very quiet second half of no goals, but in the first half, they really want to make sure they get the job done. And Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes did that in the game, and to try and put themselves in a very good position to get into the next round of the FA Cup. And, Derby County did try their best, in a way, as a League One team, but you can't help it, and when you're a League One side, you're obviously going to struggle with Premier League quality. So I feel that obviously it was a very easyable, winnable game for United. Should have probably win, and they did that in style in the first half though to destroy and kill off the game. And Derby didn't do anything realistically in the second half, and they're through to the next round of the FA Cup. So I've got to say, good football there from Pochettino's men to get the win. And the quarterfinals will be a very good position now for them to try and get more, hopefully, under their belt to try and get themselves into the final and win the whole entire thing. Thank you very much there, Alan, and let's get straight now into the other matchup here on the Emirates FA Cup, as we have Championship side league leaders Nottingham Forest versus the team who are bottom of the Premier League, Glasgow Rangers. And let's get to that game right now at the City Ground. And we are finally here for the FA Cup 5th round, as we are live here in Nottingham, as Nottingham Forest versus Rangers in this 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. As obviously Nottingham Forest are really going cloud 9 in the Championship, as they are leading the Championship at the top of the table, and they are waiting to try and get promoted back to the Premier League for the first time since 1999. But their opponents here for this evening, they take on Glasgow Rangers, a team had a very poor halfway through this Premier League season, as they are currently bottom of the league and they could not hit a digit points yet so far in this Premier League campaign, as they've got 9 points and they are bottom of the Premiership as we speak. And they could be the ones, could replace Forest to be in the Premier League for next season instead, if Rangers go down and Forest go back up again into the Premier League. And this will be a very interesting game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in this Emirates FA Cup, as Nottingham Forest did quite well in their league matchup by beating Southampton by 3-2 a few weeks back on Sky Sports. And also a big win away from home over Stoke City also gives them a real, let's say, confidence for Forest. They can get the job over the line in the Championship and get promoted to the Premier League. But they are still in the cup competition still of the Emirates FA Cup. They knocked out Premier League side Norwich in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. In the 4th round they beat Portsmouth, they did. And now they're in the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. And now they're playing Rangers. And could they actually make a shocker at Nottingham Forest and go through into the last 8? Or will Rangers go through instead in the last 8 of the Emirates FA Cup? So here we go live for the game between Nottingham Forest from the Championship versus Premier League side Rangers here right now for this evening, for tonight. And now Olorigi's through here. What a start to the game here for Forest. Forest might score. Save right there from Samba. And he's also an ex-Nottingham Forest goalkeeper, by the way, through the years. And he signed from Nottingham Forest to join from Rangers a few seasons back. And it's good to see him play against his former club. And Rangers right there put the pressure on the keeper right there to almost score there. But still 0-0. And another hand into the save right there for the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper right there to keep that ball alive away from the goal. And now all the way there to and obviously all the way there to William. William now to Shorter. Shorter now to obviously to Dominguez. Now to Andres Pereira. Free kicks being given here for Nottingham Forest. A foul was given and committed right there by Lomstrom, who took out Dominguez out, and a free kick here for Forest. Now Forest replaying good football here now, controlling the ball here in this game. Now here's to Rayner. Giovanni Rayner. Rayner's a shot right there and a save right there from Samba. And now corner here for Nottingham Forest here now in the match. Forest will take the short corner. Here's to, okay, it's going to be another throw in here for Nottingham Forest in the matchup here. Now to Anthony Elanga. And now to Giovanni Rayner. Now Rayner right there, pass it right there now to Dominguez. But wait a second here. There's a penalty being given in the spot here, as it looks like Golson has taken out the Nottingham Forest striker out. I think he took out right there onto one of the players of Forest here. And now a penalty is being given here in the City Ground for Nottingham Forest. It's going to be here, going to be between the goalkeeper Samba and also Montreal. Montreal takes the penalty and he scores past the goalkeeper. And Nottingham Forest, the Championship side, take the lead here over Glasgow Rangers here for tonight. And a real good start obviously for Forest here to be in the lead. And really things are good, looking up for Forest in terms of good things for them, in terms of being the Championship top of the league, and also a good run in the FA Cup is really big for Forest. And they are leading the game here by 1-0 against Premier League side Rangers so far in this game. And now here's to Sangre. Now Sangre now to Olorigi. Olorigi's through, has a chance for a score. Oh, wait a second, about a penalty's been given again. Rangers have given away another penalty for Nottingham Forest to put the ball into the back of the net. And I think Golson's in big trouble here. He took out, obviously, Montreal out from that first penalty. And he's done the exact same thing again here to Olorigi for Nottingham Forest. And Montreal now takes the second penalty here for Nottingham Forest in the game to make it 2-0. And he does. He chips it in the middle of the goal. And now it is 2-0 in the game for Nottingham Forest in the matchup. And that was a real perfect goal. A little chip in the middle of the goal. Samba went the wrong way. And now Forest are now 2 goals up. And they are now definitely might be heading all the way now to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup as we speak. Rangers have been very, very poor recently. A Premier League side playing so poor here against Nottingham Forest. And not surprised me one bit for Forest to be leading the game here by 2-0. They play like a Premier League side here, even though they're a Championship team. And now Giovanni Reina has a shot, and Samba right there saves it here for Rangers. And now Tom Kearney here, and now here's Andres Pereira here now for Rangers. Looking for an option for a pass here now to Harry Wilson. And now to Delalo, has a shot but gone wide. And now going to be out for a goal kick here in the matchup here for Nottingham Forest in the match. And now boots it all the way now out. Now to a header there from Olorigi. Now Reina. Now here's Andres Pereira. And now here's Montreal. Now to Sangre. Sangre here to Olorigi. Olorigi, what a ball here from Olorigi. Running through. And now Anina on the attack here for Forest. A goal! And it is! What a header right there from Olorigi. The former Liverpool striker. Dikova Olorigi puts his head into the back of the net, the ball, and Nottingham Forest are 3 goals in front. And that is definitely going to be all over now for Rangers, a Championship side winning 3-0 against a team who are currently bottom of the Premier League at the moment, Rangers. And they are definitely the candidates to be going down this season, Rangers, in the Premiership. And they look like they are getting really hurt. They are going to get here by Nottingham Forest. And a chance here to try and get back in the game here from Delalo. But that's gone wide. Another wide chance there for Rangers. And it's going to be a goal kick here for Nottingham in the matchup here. And they've only got 10 games to play left of the Championship season, Nottingham Forest. And they've got a massive, massive opportunity to try and return back into the promised land of the Premier League for the first time since 1999, 26 years. And Nottingham Forest were a great club in the 70s and the 80s. Won the European Cup, known as the Champions League, under the great Brian Clough. And a lot of things that he's done as a manager for Forest was absolutely massive. And even people talk about Brian Clough to this day also. And now it's going to be a free kick here for Rangers in the matchup here. Longstrom now going for a pass, but unfortunately wasn't to be there. And the whistle blows here for half-time here at the City Ground, and Nottingham Forest are going into dreamland here for tonight. A Championship side who might get promoted back to the Premier League, leading here by 3-0 over Rangers in the first half of the match. And we are back here now for the second half, and here we go. And Forest will probably have a very good team talk with Nuno Espirito Santo at half-time. I've got to say, Nottingham Forest have been playing some real good football so far here against a team who are currently bottom of the Premier League, Rangers, in this Emirates FA Cup game. And he'd be very happy to see that maybe Forest might get into the last 8 of the FA Cup. Never done that before for a long period of time. They have not progressed all the way into this competition further in like this, and this could be something special here for Forest to get the job over the line here for tonight. Now here's Anina with the ball here now for Forest, really pushing through. Forest might look for another goal here now. Anina crosses it in. Here's to Elanga. He's through on his own and he scores! 4-0 Forest! And they are definitely heading through now into the quarter-finals of the Emirates FA Cup. Anthony Elanga, ex-Manchester United, a young forward, obviously signed from Nottingham Forest to Manchester United a few years back. And he scores here to make it 4. It's his second season as a Forest player since leaving Manchester United. Not a future at that club, unfortunately so. And he was moved on to Nottingham Forest. And he scores a goal here for tonight over Rangers here. And now Nuno Tavares now. And now to Origi. Origi now won the ball back here. Now to Anina. Anina now could go for maybe another cross in the box here again like the other goal maybe. So head away there from Rangers here. Longstrom. And now to James Tavernier. Now Tom Kearney. Now is Andres Pereira. And now Felipe. And now is Sangri. Sangri now to Origi. And now Dominguez now to Anina. Anina right now go for a cross into the box. But no, good defending right there from Schlotter there for Rangers. And now it's going to be a throw here now for Nottingham Forest in the matchup. Origi comes off the pitch by the way. And we've got a substitution by the way. Taiwan Awongi's coming on. The top goal scorer in the championship. Not playing obviously in the FA Cup games. But he's coming on by the way. And he might get the last finisher maybe in the game. Hopefully so for Nottingham Forest. But here's to Giovanni Reina. Into a chance here for him here. Now here's to Schlotter there. Good defending here from him. And now here's Montero. Scored already 2 penalties so far in the game. And now here's to Delalo now. Really running through here now. Giving himself an opportunity to score here, Delalo. Could be a goal maybe. And it's gone for a save right there for the goalkeeper. And now a corner now for Rangers in the matchup so far. And a great hand is right there for the goalkeeper in the game. We've got 10 more minutes to go. And Nottingham Forest are definitely heading through now into the last 8 of the Emirates FA Cup in April. And they're probably the only championship side left in it as well. And they're pure dominance. They seem like a Premier League team in comparison to Rangers so far in this game. And now Anina scores! And it's 5-0 Forest. Forest are 5-0 up to Rangers. And now, like I said before, they are playing like a Premier League team here for tonight. Even though that they are top of the championship, even though they are now the favourites to return back to the Premier League after 26 years away. And they are playing like a Premier League team. Nuno Espirito Santo, fair play to him to actually join Nottingham Forest from last summer. And also really feel, let's say, the real belief in this Forest team. They can really might do something here, surprisingly, here by the end of the season. And they're currently doing that. There's a chance here for a consolation goal at the end. And Rangers got themselves a little bit of, let's say, consolation there of a goal from Harry Wilson there. But there's nothing to play for now for Rangers, as they'll definitely be heading out of the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup over the team who are lower league to Rangers, a league below them in the Championship. And it looks like Taiwan Awongi right there was taken out right there from James Tavernier, and he's been booked right there by the referee. A yellow card for James Tavernier for Glasgow Rangers. And that was, let's say, a reckless challenge right there from him. And now it's going to be a free kick here for Nottingham Forest in the matchup. We've got another, let's say, a minute to go left for the game to go of this matchup. Now Nuno Tavares. And now here's to Elanga. Now Giovanni Reina has a pass here now to Dominguez. Has a shot there to Samba. And the whistle blows here for full time at the City Ground this evening. And Nottingham Forest have never ever reached into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup since 1996. When they were a Premier League side at the time. And they've done it all over again here within 29 years later. And they've done that in style by putting 5 goals past Rangers here for tonight, as it ends Nottingham Forest 5, Glasgow Rangers 1. And Nottingham Forest are now through into the quarterfinals of the Emirates FA Cup. A massive win for Nottingham Forest, 5-1 against Rangers. A championship side somehow got the win over Rangers here for tonight. And Alan, we know that Nottingham Forest are in a very good position in the championship to try and get back to the Premier League for the first time since 1999. 26 years away from the top flight of British football. But it could come to an end this season in the championship for them. And also a good cup run for Forest now into the last 8 of the competition. Any thoughts on the game here for tonight? a very big game for Forest. They really showed a lot of character in the matchup, and it felt like Rangers were the Championship side and Forest were the Premier League side going into this matchup here for tonight. But in terms of the game played, Forest were all over Rangers and made it a lot hard for Rangers to try and get anything out of the game against Forest here for tonight's game. So a very, very big result it was for Nottingham Forest, and they did very, very well to get that win. They move on now to the last 8 of the Emirates FA Cup. They've got a lot of games to play though, Forest, with the Championship games and also the FA Cup game in the next round of the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. So it's very, very big result it was for Forest, and they really deserved that massive win here from tonight's game. Okay, thank you very much there, Alan. And now we move on now to the coverage now of the Emirates FA Cup games across the nation of the 5th round here for tonight. A brilliant start for Brighton in the matchup within 5 minutes in the game, and a goal right there from João Pedro to put themselves in the lead as the Seagulls are 1-0 up here over Blackpool here for this afternoon. What a hit there from João Pedro, and the goalkeeper could not save that shot there from him. And then, however, another goal scored in the matchup here for Brighton. A cross in the box and a header right there from Dominic Solanke. And now Brighton Hove Albion scores another goal, a second goal in the matchup. And now it is 2-0 to Brighton in the game. And then, however, another goal is scored in the matchup here at the Lamac Stadium as Brighton scored 3 past Blackpool. A really good counter press here in the game here for João Pedro as he strikes it in that bottom corner. And now Brighton are 3 goals up in the lead. A real brilliant hit right there for him through his laces, past the keeper. And now it's 3-0 to Brighton so far. But as of after, when Brighton are 3-0 up in the game, Blackpool, the League 2 side, got back in the game and 1 goal back there for Blackpool. There's a chance for them to try and get something in this game, for them to try and maybe potentially get a comeback from. But they are still got a long way to go left so far the game if they want to do that here for tonight. But as of for Blackpool again, another goal, a little bit freaked out for Brighton now because they got 1 more goal to score now, Blackpool, to equal level in the game, to send this game to extra time and also penalties. But unfortunately the game ended as Blackpool could not get another goal to make a comeback in the game at the Lamac Stadium, as it ends here for tonight as Brighton Hove Albion 3, Blackpool 2, and Brighton Hove Albion go through into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup by next month. It took Man City until almost half-time to score the opener in the matchup as a real hit right there from Lionel Messi to beat past John Rudley, the goalkeeper for Birmingham City, as now Man City take the lead in the FA Cup as they're 1-0 up here at the Etihad Stadium. And just before half-time, Man City carried on this momentum and scored another goal as Karim Benzema, nice pass from him all the way to Phil Foden, had a shot saved from John Rudley, rebound back to the feet of Phil Foden, and he puts that ball over the line. And now Man City are 2 goals up to the good here at the Etihad Stadium. And the full-time whistle blows here at the end of the game here at the Etihad Stadium as Manchester City do guarantee a qualification through into the last 8 of the Emirates FA Cup as he scored 2 goals past Birmingham City. But Birmingham, however, really made it a very tough game for Man City. But unfortunately for Birmingham, they could not hold out a draw throughout the whole game, as Man City won the game here as it ends City 2, Birmingham City 0 at full time. A nice press on for Wolverhampton Wanderers in the game as Tuna right there through his laces in that top corner puts the ball past the keeper of Bournemouth, and that's a real good start right there for Tuna for Wolverhampton Wanderers as Wolves are winning against the team who are currently in the promotion picture to get back into the Premier League, Bournemouth. And then Wolves carried on the play as a great goal there from Adama Traore to score another goal past the keeper of Neto for Bournemouth. And now Wolverhampton Wanderers really look like they're going to be more at it now to get into the quarter-final stages of the Emirates FA Cup. And then Wolves carried on again, more momentum in the matchup here at Molineux as another goal scored in the second half as Tuna right there puts that ball in the top corner right there as Neto could not be stopped, unfortunately so, from that shot from Tuna, as now it is 3-0 for Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Neto couldn't stop that one, as now 3 past the keeper. And then Wolves again carried on the play and scored a 4th goal in the matchup here, as Wang Hee-chang, all he had to do is tap it in past Neto, the goalkeeper, in the bottom corner, and now it is 4 goals here past Bournemouth. And Bournemouth are in real big trouble here in this matchup, as now it is 4 goals now past here for Bournemouth's defence, as Wang Hee-chang is on the score sheet. And then Wolves again in the 90th minute of the matchup scores another goal from Tuna again, as Wolverhampton Wanderers have got themselves definitely a guaranteed victory over Bournemouth, as he puts that ball on his laces in the top corner, as unfortunately for Neto, it wasn't for him, unfortunately so for his night, as they got battered Bournemouth here, as the team might get promoted back to the Premier League for the first time since 2019, got beaten here 5-0 over Premier League side Wolverhampton Wanderers. A hat-trick right there for Tuna to score 3 past Bournemouth, as it ends here at Molineux, as Wolves head through to the quarter-finals, as Wolverhampton Wanderers 5, Bournemouth 0 at full time. A perfect start in the quarter-finals of the Emirates FA Cup for Arsenal, as Gabriel Jesus gets himself the first goal opener past the Bristol City goalkeeper to put Arsenal in the lead here in the game so far in the match. But unfortunately in the second half for Arsenal, a little big upset in the cards for Bristol City in the matchup, as Knight scored past David Raya, as Bristol City are now level in the game here down in Ashton Gate. And this might be a potential giant killer, might be on the cards here for Bristol, for any chance for them to qualify into the quarter-finals of the Emirates FA Cup. But the game was taken to extra time between the two sides. You cannot split Bristol City and Arsenal's quality throughout the whole 90 minutes of the game, as it ends Bristol City 1, Arsenal 1, and then straight in the second half to extra time, a goal there from Zubimendi for Arsenal to put that ball into the back of the net, as Zubimendi came on as a substitute, replaced by Martin Odegaard during the second half of the game. And he came on and scored a goal to maybe put Arsenal definitely through now into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. And then things carried on before the end of the game, as another goal scored right there from Zubimendi to put Arsenal 3 goals up here past Bristol City, as they'll definitely guarantee a place to qualify in the last 8 of the Emirates FA Cup. As a full-time score ends here as Bristol City 1, Arsenal 3. The official results of the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. Derby County 0, Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 5, Rangers 1, Brighton 3, Blackpool 2, Man City 2, Birmingham City 0, Wolves 5, Bournemouth 0, Liverpool 6, Barnsley 1, Middlesbrough 0, Coventry City 2, and Bristol City 1, Arsenal 3. So the official fixtures of the Emirates FA Cup on the 10th of May, as Liverpool will take on Manchester City, Arsenal versus Coventry City, Brighton versus Nottingham Forest, and Manchester United versus Wolves. And coming up for next week, the return of international football is back on BBC as the next fixture for Great Britain as they travel to take on Cyprus in their World Cup qualifier coming up in the next couple of days from now. And that's all we have time for here for the coverage of the Emirates FA Cup 5th round here for tonight on Match of the Day, as only 2 championship teams are left in the knockouts of the quarter-finals, as the team who might get promoted to the Premier League, Nottingham Forest and Coventry City, are the only two teams left in the Championship still in this competition, while we have 6 other Premier League sides also involved in that last 8 of the Emirates FA Cup for next month. And that's all we have time for here for tonight. And have a very good one here, and we'll see you guys soon with some more coverage here of the FA Cup. Good night.